Contact center is dead. It's all going to be speech automated IVR. And we've seen this movie before. We know how it ends. But the reality is it's also not the same movie where everybody is going to be going to look to a BPO just for your mess for less. It's now a case of they certainly want the talent. They certainly want the frontline individuals, but they also want a partner that's going to be technologically equipped. If an outsourcer is not able to provide the right CX technologies, of which AI, I really believe is going to be a very big component. They are the ones that are going to lose out commercially. And our own research from the buyers this year is bearing this out. What's the number one element that a buyer is looking for from a BPO partner in 2025? What's the most important facet they bring to the table? It's AI capabilities. And I mean, it's one of those read them and weep moments. You can read it, and if you don't bring this technology on as part of your core offering, you will be weeping.
Powerful statement there. I'd love to go on more about that, but let's shift up a little bit. There's a lot of talk lately about real-time analytics and how that in the moment guidance of the agent can be even more powerful and beneficial. Ironically, solution since 2013. So this is not something that's new for us. I would argue that the evolution towards CCaaS platforms and standardizing of those interfaces to get at the raw materials and the metadata makes the integrations a whole lot easier. But Todd, I'm going to start with you on this one. From your experience, how does real-time analytics kind of evolve the transparency or even the level of trust between you as the provider and what service you're providing to your customer?
Sure. So I've been in this analytics space, data science space for a minute now, and everyone's always throwing around the words, hey, we want to see our numbers. We want to see them now, right? Whether the infrastructure's there or not to provide it, they want it when they want it. And, as someone who works with a client, you never tell them no. It's always, yes, we can do it, or it's, yes, but let's take it back a second and see what you really need to get it done. So from a real-time analytics perspective, what are they really looking for when they want call comes in, second later, I see it on the dashboard, right? And as a result, CX partner, right, we develop these client portals to give them those things where they have access to their analytics to a degree, right? You always want to give that client something that makes them ask more questions that are in collaboration with a partner such as us, not questions that are saying, hey, why didn't you do this, this, and this? But more so, what do you guys think about this? So from the real-time analytics solution perspective, right, you give them just enough that doesn't give away the secret ingredient to how I do business, right? How I do my data science, how I interpret that data and push it forward. So for instance, if we take Abby's example here with AHT, yeah, I will give them AHT. I'll give it from a site perspective, geographic perspective, customer profile perspective, so on and so forth, but never give away the agent perspective, right? Because the agent perspective is yours. That's yours to keep, that's yours to own, that's yours to train, right? Instead, you want to get the broad perspective that says, hey, by the way, from this site, we have these particular agents. They're doing really great for us. Here's how I think we can benefit from their training to different sites, right? And that may then increase your issue resolution perspective. So we have a few clients that do service trucks where they roll them. And if you have a service call that goes out, probably wasn't the best, maybe someone overcharged or something, issue resolution perspectives, they pop up immediately within the dashboard and we can walk through those things together. Once again, I'm not giving away anything. I'm not giving away the agent. I'm not giving away the truck, but I am saying, by the way, here's what we're seeing with the people, right? And here's how our people managed it. You bring them the sentiment analysis and you keep pushing it forward, right? Once again, anytime you give someone real-time analytics, you got to understand what they're worried about or what's their anxiety about, right? And how you can quell that and then give them the best solution to resolve what they need to see. From that perspective, when I do the client portals, right, they're great for QBRs, they're great for MBRs, they're great for year ends, right? The client doesn't have to come ask us for these last minute reports. So not only am I giving them what they need, I'm pushing the conversation, but from my analyst developer standpoint, there's no Friday afternoon fires. We all hate them. I hate them. Someone calls me at 3 o'clock, hey, Scott, this is on fire. Can you fix it? Let me see what we can do real quick, right? The answer is not no, but it's let me see what we can do because I got to see who's here type thing. So it's constant knowing your client. And it all goes back to knowing the client, knowing their customers, right? Giving them what they need to push the gambit and know that we have their back, whatever it is we do.